All right, welcome back to another episode of using KP panels. Using KP panels. I talk about a lot of comms topics, but this little playlist is designed to be for users of KP panels, not how to build comm systems, not how to program them, but this is from the user side. So, guys, I hope that you went and saw episode 1 and got something out of it. If you haven't, go back. Maybe I can put the link right here. Go back and look at that. It will make you a better KP user. There's stuff in that video that you didn't know, even as long as you've been using KP panels. And on another note, KP panels, key panels. Sorry, guys, if I don't get everything right in these. Sorry if I don't get it out in the most eloquent mode. I'm about getting the content out and not about being perfect. So if you can't deal with that, then move along. It's meant to be informative. It's not meant to be perfect. So in this episode, we're going to cover three things. Three things. If you don't want to know about these, then you might want to move along because this is going to cover these three things and these three things only. I believe in kind of taking the long explanation and hope that is useful to you. The first topic we're going to cover is topic number 1, how to use an ISO key. So an ISO key is something you probably can't tell a whole lot about just from a user experience. It's more in the programming of the intercom, but this is topic 1, using an ISO key. ISO stands for isolation, all right? And so the purpose of an ISO key is to isolate someone so that you can have a point-to-point conversation with that person, even though they may have already been a part of a party line. Okay, so I'm going to draw the logic of why an ISO key is necessary before I get into how to use it. So a good example of an isolation need might be if we had a party line, which is a kind of a group of talkers and listeners. And this party line is going to be named cams. Very common in any kind of television production to want one place to talk to all of your cameras. And cameras would be, I don't know, CCU1, CCU2, CCU3, CCU4, U5. Notice that, and this is all of the people that are listed or named in the CAMS party line. Well, Rob, you didn't put a director in there. No, I did not. The director has a switch. He has a key where he can choose to participate in this party line or not. It's right here, hidden behind my iPad. CAMS, this director can listen to CAMS and talk to CAMS on a need-by-need basis. But these people, these cameras, these CCUs, they don't have these switches. Yes, they have a talk key on their lens trigger, on their lens zoom demand. They can talk, and then they can turn up their comms, but they cannot get away from the traffic that happens in CAM's party line. So I will say that the director can participate by his choice. I don't know, somebody else could. I don't know, maybe like the video person, the video shader could choose to participate via his switches, right? But CAM's party line is permanently populated with these people. What happens when somebody needs to have an offline conversation? Why would anybody need to talk to somebody that's in CAMS otherwise? Well, let's say that CCU2 here has got a problem and he needs to talk to the video engineer to get this problem fixed. Well, if he just says, hey, I'm having a problem, and the video shader starts having this conversation with how to fix this, He's not having the conversation with CCU2. He's having the conversation with all of these people and this person. And this gets really polluted, all right? So we don't want to talk in the party line to have these conversations. So that's not a good thing. So we don't want to talk in the party line. The other thing we could do is if this video shader has a point-to-point button for his CCU2, he could talk just to that CCU2. And it could be a conversation just between those two. But what happens is and he can talk just to CCU2 and people won't hear the question, what's wrong with your camera? But when CCU talks, he doesn't have the ability to get away from this party line. So he's going to be talking to these people, these people, these people. When he answers, every one of these people is going to hear his answer. And so the point to point, oops, no, let's do this. The point to point doesn't really work because all these people are hearing the polluted conversation as well. All right. So point to point doesn't work. What you really need in this case is an ISO. All right. And here is what an ISO does. The ISO actually manipulates or redraws this party line. It removes the person that you're trying to talk to out of the party line and reforms the party line without this person. Boop. And so now the video engineer and the CCU2 can have this truly private conversation. So this is an ISO. The ISO does more than just let you talk to the CCU. All right, I'm not going to explain it again. This is what an ISO does. It pulls it out of the conversation, does more than a party line or a point-to-point could. All right, so that's what a CCU, an ISO does. And here is how you use it in a panel. Are you ready for this? Let's continue the conversation with CCU2 here. I'm going to enact or invoke the ISO on CCU2. I have just gone to this type of relationship, carved him out of the party line, and have created a single conversation in between he and I. There's no listen side. There's no listen side necessary. So when you have a true ISO, and this is the thing is your engineer may have not constructed an ISO. It may be built down here like these guys, CCU 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I can listen to that CCU and I can talk to that CCU. And now only this CCU is hearing me. But when that CCU talks back, everybody else in that CAM's party line is going to hear him. Okay. So you probably need to ask your engineer, is this constructed as an ISO? And he'll say, yeah, sure it is. May or may not be, depending on the engineer. But in order to invoke or enact a truly constructed ISO, you only need to talk. Now, the trick is to hold this button as long as you want that point-to-point conversation to exist. When you let this button, or holding this button down, will let you hear that CCU when he talks. It'll let you hear it when he talks. When you let up, he's back into the CAM's party line, and everybody is hearing that conversation. All right? So now we're going to go to topic number 2. Topic number 2, copying a key. All right? We're moving on to topic number 2 here, and I'm going to explain this on a KP32. It's not super fun to do on a KP12, so I'm not going to get into it. If you're on a KP12, you probably don't need to be copying party lines. Someone has given you a KP12 because they don't think a lot of your position. That's not true. Smaller trucks have KP12s. Now, I have to stop and say, guys, I don't want people copying keys and moving keys in their KP panels. It's presumptive, and it's kind of like letting yourself into somebody's house or inviting yourself over to somebody's house. Sometimes it's okay and you know that it's okay, but sometimes it just really shouldn't be done. It's my job as a comms engineer to first listen to what you're asking me, and then second, give you what you need. All right? I may not be giving you what you're asking for. I want to listen to what you're asking for and then give you what you need, not necessarily give you what you're asking for. And when you go shopping in these choices in here, you are making the decision for yourself, and you can really screw some stuff up. So, like inviting yourself over to somebody's house, you need to know that it's okay for you to do this. Okay? So, um, appropriateness aside, here is how you copy a key, a key. Here's how you copy a key. There's up and down buttons over here. We're going to press down, and we are going to see destinations popping up in the window here. Not all destinations are going to pop up here. For instance, if I go through here, we're never going to see cams. I could go into why that is, but basically someone decided on purpose or on accident that cams was not scrollable. All right. But these other things were scroll enabled. And so we can choose them. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to show you a little trick. I'm going to contact the tape panel here directly out of the call waiting window. So I'm going to cruise down to tape, and I'm going to talk and watch. This tally goes off that the producer is talking. All right. That's pretty neat. So you could talk to somebody on a temporary basis right here in the call waiting window. But here's how you copy a key. Let's say I want this tape operator in this button right here. While on tape, having shopped here, I'm going to copy and press this key. And look, tape popped up over here. Ta-da! But what you probably actually wanted to do was listen to tape. Or let's just say you wanted to listen to tape. But look, I can talk to tape, but I can't listen to tape. That's because you didn't copy the listen side. Let's press copy again and lift up on the button, and now tape is able to be listened to. All right, so that is how you copy a key. That's the end of topic 2. Now I'm going to show you topic number 3, dialing a TIFF. Okay, so TIFF, TIFF, telephone interface. I don't know what the second F is for, but a telephone interface is a product that is made by RTS in this case, and is the specific purpose of coupling a telephone line to the intercom. There's many ways to do it, but what I'm about to show you only works if it is a RTS manufactured TIFF. So it's not going to work in every case, but if you're supposed to be dialing a TIFF, this is how you're going to do it. I've named the TIFF in this example phone, PHON. And so I'm going to find the phone key. I'm going to raise to listen so that I can hear what I'm doing on this. And then I'm going to press down, and let's go ahead and clear this call waiting window so we can watch the text come up over here. So down to talk. Ooh, now I'm interacting with this and it's giving me menus. All right. Do I want to auto dial? No, I don't want to auto dial. I want to do something else. I'm going to go down and see all the different things that I can do. Down for manual dial, redial, or hang up. Intercom auto dial, manual dial, redial, or hang up. Okay, I'm going to do a manual dial. So I'm going to go back around here to manual dial. Then I'm going to move forward by pressing program. Listen for it. Now I want to dial what number? I'm going to dial the weather service here in Salt Lake City, 801. And look, you can see that this phone.
Service forecast office in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you would like information about our recorded forecast, press 1. If you would like our homepage address, press 2. If you would like climate information, press 3. If you would like information concerning road conditions, please hang up and dial 801-524-305.
All right, I'm going to turn that off so I can hear what we're doing. We can stop listening to that, and we can stop talking to it. And unless that weather line hangs up on us, this is going to just stay connected. This person is on the phone and waiting to be listened to or talked to. We can stop talking to them. But notice this. I can clear this out. Notice this. If you want to get back and do something with this phone, you need to talk and then get on this menu and then do what you want. Auto dial, manual dial, redial, or hang up. Now, the weather service hung up on us there, and so you can tell that this phone is no longer off latch because it stopped blinking. But we would press hang up, and now you're done with your phone call. So that's the topics we did here on episode number 2, using a KP panel. If you guys ever need any comms help or have questions or have suggestions for more episodes, please reach out to me however you see fit. I'm on Reddit and I'm on YouTube. And there's my phone number. So hopefully this has been informative. Let's hear your questions and topics for the next one. Thank you.